Okay.
I mean, it's kind of.
Yes,
Do you have a charger?
I do. I have two of them, but they're out right now. So let me go see if there's any in the back.
I need one as well.
Okay. You're the third person to ask. I got to see what we got. All right. Well, I am getting chargers for other people, ladies and gentlemen. Put away your cell phones off your desk, out of the way. Otherwise, they can go in there, and then you'll be able to avoid that. Name me something that we buy or sell by the amount of things present. So, for example, I will give you an obvious one. Eggs. When we buy eggs, we don't buy one egg at a time. How many do we buy? We buy a 12-pack, an 18-pack, possibly a 6-pack. So you cannot get one individual egg. So they are selling those eggs by the amount of them that are present. Think about some other things that when you buy them, they're in a package and there is a certain amount there. Okay? I will be back in a minute. Oh, Miss Niels is back there stealing all the chargers. I don't know how many there will be left.
Y'all think I'm gonna be fired? Yes. No, I haven't. I'm not doing that.
All right. What percent is your computer at? 3. Okay. What percent is your computer at? 12. What percent? You don't even consider getting one. Why do you want one at 53%?
Because I don't know why it always dies so quick.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, but 53% should make it through an hour.
When it gets
How much do you want to
halfway,
how much do you want to bet that I'm going to ask you in 20 to 30 minutes that I need a charger?
Okay, but how much do you want to bet? I don't have another one right now. Period. So, fuck that. Sorry. Okay. All right, so name me something, ladies and gentlemen. Name me something that we sell by the amount of them that is present. Something that when they sell them, it's all right, there are this many in a package. Not really, though. Think about this, all right? Listen, because this was a great example. Jordan said oranges. Actually, they sell oranges by the what? Normally, that package, which does have a number of them in there, is still a by the pound. So normally that is a 3-pound package, or maybe a 2-pound package, or a 5-pound package. Now, you can go and buy an individual orange. You could buy 2 oranges, you could buy 3 oranges, you could buy 4 oranges. So again, that one could be either one. You could buy them by the amount, or you could buy them by the number of them. Okay, Amari, please turn around. Okay, pay attention.
You're talking about buying oranges by the pounds and then they come with a specific amount.
Okay, but you talking to them is going to distract them.
What are you talking about? I was just talking.
Okay, that's good enough then. Stop. Okay?
Where?
So give me something else. Marissa. I'm sorry? Okay, so a package of cheese sticks, I know what you're talking about. Okay?
Baby bells.
And again, we have to be careful though, because even though there may be a certain amount in there, a lot of times those are still sold by weight. Okay? So we'll let that one go because I don't know for sure. I've never looked at the package on them. Are they selling them as 24 sticks or are they selling those as 1 or 2 pounds? Okay? So, other things.
Soda.
Soda. Soda is definitely sold by the can, by the bottle. And you're talking about a 12-pack, you're talking about a 24-pack. In bottles, you may be talking about a 6-pack or things like that. Definitely. What else?
Drugs.
If you don't have anything...
Prescribed drugs.
What?
Medication.
Okay, a little bit of difference there. Okay, hold on. Go ahead, Faith. Or Jordan, I'm sorry. Then we'll come back to yours because yours is not a bad example.
Capri Sun.
Okay, Capri Suns, drink boxes, right? You buy a package, there's, I think, 8 or 10 or 12 of them in there. Okay. Amare, go ahead.
Prescribed medication.
Okay, sounds better than just saying drugs. Good, okay? Because, again, you could be by the gram, or you could be by, for example, when you get a bottle of Tylenol or a bottle of Advil or something like that, there are so many tablets in there. Yes.
Sushi.
Okay, you're going to have to explain that to me.
What sushi comes in either a 6-roll.
Oh, gas station.
Okay. Oh man, if you're buying sushi from a gas station, you're living dangerously. Just saying, you're living dangerously. But okay. So I understand. I understand.
Hey, she's ghosting.
We can separate you three if you can't get along with each other. Okay. So good. Give me some other examples. What's that? Pens, pencils, things like that. Yes. There's 10 in a pack. Again, there could be 3 in a pack. There could be 5 in a pack. There could be 10. Could be 1 in a package. But you're buying them by the pack. Yes, absolutely. Genesis. Okay, jewelry and things like that. You buy that by the piece. Yes. Okay, what else? Oh. All right, Amari.
Thrifting.
I don't know what
bins.
thrifting is.
The bins. The bins over there, you by pound.
Okay, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about by the piece, not by the pound.
Clothing.
Sign in, gentlemen.
You pay by the pound.
But it's
Amari, you need to come in a little bit more, please.
It does come in the pack. You put it in the bag by
pound.
No, you put it in the bag.
Hey, yelling and raising your voice doesn't make you right.
Oh, bulk. Buying like bulk. Shirts.
Again, but what are you buying? You got buying in bulk. I know there is such a thing.
Buying bulk t-shirt.
Okay. Now, again, companies may buy bulk t-shirts. They may order 100, 200, 300, something like that. Yes. Noodles.
Bro, what
You
is
buy
that?
it by the noodle. Okay.
6-pack,
See,
12-pack.
That's not what he asked you. He asked the amount that you get one thing.
Mario, if I need someone to speak for me, you'll be the first person I don't ask. Okay? So, now, be careful. I am going to agree with you and disagree with you. Because you can buy 6 packs of noodles together. But each package is by the what?
The noodles, the thing of noodles is pound.
Each package is by the pound or something like that. Marissa. Okay, something like hair ties. They sell those by the tie. So how many hair ties are in the package? Are there 10, or there 100, or there 250, whatever it is. All right, so now let's switch the question. Name me something that they sell you by its mass or its weight.
Oh,
Meat.
the like
Okay? Meat.
bananas.
Bananas, yes. Good. Fruit of any kind. Well,
If you're buying food to go.
again, let's be careful with a couple of things here. I agree with you that bananas, they sell them by the pound. I agree with you that fruit, they sell them by the pound. But people can pick bananas out by the amount also, right? So when you go, you normally don't pick the bananas and go, oh, this is about a 2 or a 3 pound package. You go, all right, there's 6 bananas or 5 bananas or however many you would need there. So be careful, because sometimes these things, even though you buy bananas by the pound, sometimes people sell them by the individual ones. Gentlemen, if you have something to keep going on, I'd love for you to contribute to this conversation.
When you leave with a plate at China buffet.
Okay. When you leave, well, and at the grocery store as well. So if you go over to the buffet part of the grocery store, where you can put, really, dude? I know it's your bag. You don't have to tell me that. Correct it.
I don't.
Okay. Okay. All right. It just seemed excessive. Okay. But you were absolutely correct. And when I was in college, when you got a salad in the cafeteria, you didn't put ham on it. You didn't put a lot of things on it because those were the expensive things. Why? Because those were the things that would cause the weight to really go up. You bought the cheap things on it. Go ahead. I'm sorry? Detergent, soaps, things like that. Yes. Okay? In our society, there are really 3 ways that we buy things by. One is we buy them by the amount. So, for example, eggs, golf balls, pens, pencils, we buy those by the amount. Number 2 is we will buy things by weight. So, things like a package of noodles, things like a package of rice. Even again, things like a package of oranges or your fruit, things like that at the store. Meats in the deli, cheese in the deli, all that stuff is sold by weight. What is the 3rd way we will buy things by? Amarian, go ahead.
The quality.
No.
The quality. I think quality.
No. Can you explain, and maybe I would agree?
My bad.
Okay, think about
I don't know how to
it. Now, I will say this. The quality of something can determine its price. Absolutely. So, for example, if you go to a butcher shop to different cuts of meats, a top grade meat will cost more than a lower grade meat, things like that. So there is things about quality. You can go out and you can get a 52-inch TV made by some company you've never heard of for $200, or you can get it made by Sony, LED, something like that that would cost you thousands of dollars. So quality does factor in. But what is the other major way that we sell things by, besides the amount and besides the mass?
The amount. There is, like, not the amount that is like the amount.
Amount is
made.
amount.
The amount made.
Amount is amount.
Like if there's one of one.
Amount is amount.
Sorry.
You're still buying it by the one then. And somebody touched on it when they said things like dish soap, things like soup in a can, things like laundry
How long is it
detergent.
gonna last? Name brand?
It's not what they sell it by. How do they measure it when they sell it to you? How do they measure soap? How do they measure shampoo? They measure its volume. So there are 3 basic ways that we buy things by. We buy them by mass, we buy them by amount, or we buy them by volume. And even Christian gave us soda earlier. Yes, a 6-pack, a 12-pack, things like that. But also, each one of the cans or each one of the containers could be a different size. So there are now mini cans that are 8 ounces, regular cans that are 12, bottles that are 16, or even up to 2 liters. Even buying water or milk, we buy it by the gallon or the quart. We buy it by the pint. All of those things measure the volume of it. So we will buy different things based on volume, based on mass, or based on amount. Today's lab, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to look at 2 of those things. We are going to look at mass and we are going to look at amount. So please open your computers up, get to the Canvas class, and get to the modules to find today's lab. Mario, take out your computer. Get logged in. Mario. I have a computer. Get logged in. Go to library. Oh, you need one. Sign out, leave your phone on my desk, go get your computer. Thank you, sir. Unit 4, Mass versus Amount Lab, ladies and gentlemen. Click on it and it should open up and it will look like this. This is the last chance that you have. If I have to stop class again, I will set a seating chart up immediately. I will pick your lab groups today for you. You don't want that. I know that because certain groups of you complain every time I do that. So I'm giving you the chance to not have that happen. But again, if you are going to keep slowing me down and stopping me, that is what will happen. We have 7 days to get through together, ladies and gentlemen. 7 days, and that is it. Then you will be done with me. Okay? So, keep that in mind.
Is this the last week before finals?
Correct. So, we are going to compare 2 ways that we measure things. We are going to compare measuring objects by mass and by amount to find similarities and differences in the ways. So there are 6 stations set up in the back of the room, ladies and gentlemen. You will move from station to station today. You will also be doing quite a bit of math today. There are calculators up in the front of the room. You can feel free to grab one if you want. Do not use your phone as a calculator. If you want to use your computer as a calculator, that is your choice. I prefer to have a calculator with so that when I type things up, I can put them right into the numbers that I'm looking at when you collect them in your data table. Okay? Now, at the 6 different stations in the back, ladies and gentlemen, there are different items at each station. So, at the 3 stations back here, ladies and gentlemen, there are paper clips on the station right behind Natalie, Edelyn, and Genesis. In the middle, there are marbles. And in the back, ladies and gentlemen, there are nuts, like you would put on a bolt. On the other side of the room, ladies and gentlemen, there are thumbtacks, there are washers, and there are nails. Now, first thing you are going to do is go around and you are going to make 3 observations of each. And actually, that is the first thing you're going to do. When you get to a station, then you can complete the station before moving to another. But the only way you can do this part is to move from station to station. Okay? So you're going to make 3 qualitative observations of each material. Now, there are samples in a plastic weighing boat that you can touch, that you can feel, that you can smell, that you can handle. There are also samples in a plastic bag. Do not open that plastic bag. You will ruin the experiment for everyone if you do. The ones that are in the plastic weighing boats are there for you to use to make your observations and things. The ones that are in the plastic bag are there for a different part of the experiment. Okay? Then you are going to take and mass out 50 of each sample so that we can find an average mass of each sample. So we're going to take and we're going to put 50 of each item into a small weighing boat. Now the weighing boats are on top of the balances in the back. The balances are on. Okay? Now, you have a couple of choices. Down here, ladies and gentlemen, is where you are going to put the mass of 50 of the sample. Now, there are weighing bolts on top. I have extra weighing bolts. If you want to count out 50 and then put them in the weighing bolt, that is fine. But you need to here find the mass of only the 50 pieces, not the 50 pieces and the weighing bolt. So, you want to put the weighing bolt on the balance. You want to hit the 0 button on it so that it is zeroed with that weighing bolt. And then put your 50 pieces inside. Absolutely no problem. You are welcome to do it that way. You want to find the mass of that weighing bolt. Write it down. Put the 50 pieces in there. Put it back on the balance. Find the mass of the 50 pieces in the weighing bolt. And then subtract the weighing bolt. I don't care. But the mass that you are going to record right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the mass of 50 paper clips, and that is it. 50 paper clips, and that is it. Then when you go to marbles, you're going to do 50 marbles. Then when you go to the nut station, you're going to do 50 of the nuts. Now, at every station, except for the marbles, there is enough sample for 2 groups to be working there at the same time. There are over 100 of each of these pieces in the plastic tray, except for the marble station. The marble station, you have to count out 50. Only one group can do it because there's not enough for another group to count out 50. You are then going to, in this spot, record the mass of the 50 paper clips. You will then take a calculator and take this mass divided by 50 to get the average mass of one of those objects. The average mass of one of them. Since there are 50 objects that will be in your tray, you are always dividing by 50. And we will find the average mass of one. Now, why do we do this? We do this because not every object in that container, even though they may look exactly alike, is going to be the exact same mass. So by taking 50 of them, that is a large enough number to when we take the average, we should feel comfortable saying that is the average mass of one of those objects. Questions? So when you are at that station, you are going to take your observations of whatever is there. You're going to put 50 of those objects into a container, and you are going to mass it to get just the mass of those 50 objects. Questions? Okay. Now, the other thing you need to do while you are at that station is you need to take and find the mass of the large bag of sample that is there. That is the bag that you are not supposed to open. Okay? So when you get to the station, after you get everything else done, and before you leave, ladies and gentlemen, you will take the sample that is in the plastic bag, and you will put it on a balance, and you will find its mass. Now, from past experiences, if you have this bag and it is all spread out like this, and you put it on the balance, it is bigger than the tray that you are weighing it on. And what will happen is it will lean over the sides. It will touch the sides in here, the bottom in here, and you will not get an accurate mass. So my suggestion is to move everything to one end of the bag. Roll the bag up as much as possible. Place it on there in the center. Close the door, making sure that nothing is touching any side, nothing is touching the bottom, and your number will not move. If stuff is hitting the sides in that, your number will be jumping around. And you are going to record that number in that top box for each one of these things. Okay? For each one of these things. When you are done, you just take the bag out. Place it back on the counter. You're ready for the next person. Now, if you put these in and you zero it, and then you put your 50 samples in here and put it back on here, it will give you the mass of just those 50 samples, correct? But be careful, because now this is now reading minus 1.891 grams. And now if I grab this sample and throw it on there, what's going to happen? If this is reading minus 1 point something, what happens when I put this on there? It's going to tell you minus 1.898 grams of whatever is in here. So you have to zero this again and then put this on there when it is reading 0.000. If you do not, you will not get the proper mass, and it will throw off your results, and I will know. Okay? I will know. All right. You do this at every one of the 6 stations. Okay? When you are done, ladies and gentlemen, you will have everything from here on up filled out. Now, to complete this table, this is the mass of the bag of the large sample. We only want the sample inside. So here is the mass of the bag already done before I ever put them out there for you, ladies and gentlemen. So you're going to take this mass minus this one to get the mass of the samples only, not the samples in the bag. Okay? And then this number here comes from this table here. The average mass of one paperclip, the average mass of one marble, the average mass of one nut. These numbers here, ladies and gentlemen, will be transferred into these places here. And what you will end up doing is taking the masses of the sample alone, divided by the average mass of one of them, and this will tell you how many pieces were in the bag. How many of that object were there in that bag? Okay? And that is ultimately what you are trying to find today. How many pieces of each of those things is in that bag? Questions? When we are done with that, we will talk about the questions. Here, ladies and gentlemen, are instructions for how to do all of these calculations that we just talked about. Every one of them. But if you do not collect good data, ladies and gentlemen, you will not get good answers. There are 16 of you in this class. That is 8 groups of 2. There are 6 stations to start at. You can begin anywhere you want, but only one group at the marble station. One group. When you are done finding your mass of 50 of the sample, put that sample back in the big wing or the big dish that is on the table and leave the empty dish sitting on top of the balances. Questions? Get your data collected, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, Mr. Francis,
Calvin.
my computer is not working.
Okay.
It's not charging. But I just didn't take it down to the library because I didn't really need it for any other class.
Then go. Leave me your phone and go. Thank you, sir. Sign out. Go. Who are you working with?
The same guy that I was with.
I don't know who that is. First of all, I am looking back there and I'm seeing a group of 3, a group of 3, a group of 3. Did I not explain 2 to a group? No more than 2 to a group. No less than 2 to a group. So if you are sitting somewhere and there is not someone next to you working with you, find a person or I will assign you a person. Okay? So, find a person. Lucino, who are you working with? Okay, good. Obele, who are you working with? Adeline, go with the Obele. Go, 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 go. Bang. You can work together until Omar gets back. And then you guys can split up. Fair enough?
Double check that.
It's written right at your station, right by Luis's hand there, what you're working with, just so you know. Remember, observations that are qualitative. What you see, what you feel, what you smell, do not taste anything.
What do you want me to do? Read the instructions. We're going to do this mass 50 pieces of each sample so that we can find the average mass of one sample. So count out 50 nuts out of here. Put them in a container that has already been on here at 0. Put them into that container, put that back on there, you will find the mass of those 50 samples. There you go. Thank you.
So, where do we put this one?
You don't have to, you do this. Now it is ready for you to put 50 in there, and when you mass it, you will find just the mass of those 50 nuts. Okay? What?
It's not in a room.
She can work with you until Marian gets back, because we don't know for sure if he's coming back.
It's quite easy.
Oh, yeah. That's great. So as soon as someone comes back, yes. Remember the phone number, I was an old man sitting in his living room watching a TV. There's one family that came over to all 3 children, yes. One family, 3 children, that was all I had to trick or treat.
Wow.
That's all I ever had to trick or treat, so.
Why?
Because I live in an area where there are not a lot of kids.
Wait, did you divide that? Yes. Because I just the left side. Do what?
Oh, where you from?
Why is that green?
No, there's one. Already did.
Oh, wait. What did you, what? I did it. Mine's green. Mine is not green.
If for some reason you need more weighing bolts at your station, they're right here, ladies and gentlemen. But remember, every bolt is a different weight. Do not assume that they will be the same. Thank you, sir. Oh, we're gonna grab your phone.
Yeah, you just.
There you go.
You know, you divide
that on there first, so that it is 0. Hang on. Very simple thing. Put this on the scale. Balance. Now hit that button that says 0. And that, take that out, put all of these into there.
So then you pretty much take.
And now put it back on. You're now looking at a mass of just those 15 papers. Okay, when you're all done, hammer goes back in here. 0 that again, and then put the bag on there so that it is 0 before you put the bag on. Okay? There should be a bag. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I still have it. Do you have it? Okay. So, remember, that's what you need to do each time at every station. Right? Yes. This one.
Yeah, all I gotta do is you keep letting
You got your observation. You got your math.
nobody knows that sound.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take this off. Back in here. No. Now, what do you need? You need to take that bag up down there. And you need to find the mass of it. That goes at the top. Fit in the bag. Yeah. Be careful.
Why are they putting that?
Small an area, they will lean over and they will hit the edge inside of it on top. Okay, then on top, all of that. You gotta with it. Well, you get over there and help them. These guys are on their own. There's plenty of calculators up in the front. Go to everyone.
Why are you pressing these?
You sit together. So here's what I'm well, we can go I have to wait because this one here will be no number subtract. This one divided by this one is going to tell you how many pieces there are. Let's go back over to let's move on here. So there's a station over there. There's a station over there. Where one group could go either way. Okay?
We can go over here.
No, because only one group can work there because there's not enough marbles there for two groups to work. So that station can take another group. That station.
How do we
You have to figure that out. After we're all done, I'll show you how you figure that out. No. I know how many are.
How about we just go like this?
How about we just do the way I'm asking you, so you'll find that it's much easier than even counting.
We just divide.
Again, did you, okay, so you got your observations. You got your math. You got this. That is all you need to get on to another section.
Wait, we don't need that. You don't need that.
We're gonna need to do other things. Go over there and go to our math station. No. Help Calvin out first. Let Calvin help you out. Look what's Okay. We're gonna put this on there. We're gonna zero. Oh, because I know what the mass of this is. Put it on there. This is the number that you're doing now. The yellow box. 29.6. You guys are now going to do this. Yes. Okay. Now put your 50 back in here. Put it on there.
Stop.
Do this at each of the next stations.
I got 50 right here.
How much did you put in your bag? Put it out.
I don't even know.
Now, this is important. You want to re-zero this board. 0.0. And now you want to find the mass to get back.
Oh, really?
Now, mass goes in this top. Once you get those done, all you need is
No.
I'm not trying to put it. You know what the mass of the containers? You guys are counting out your the real thing, if your numbers are the exact same as theirs, I'm gonna take your lab you can have credit for. You need to do your own.
They already counted.
Well, I know, but I'm counting, you can have the 50 as well.
Yeah. We need to recount them again.
And they have to count them again, because they don't know how many are in there.
While they do that, I'm gonna measure this instead of counting. Oh, right there.
Now, okay. Put yours in there. Put yours in there. Put it in there. Put it in there, zero.
Oh, because it was at 0.0.
I don't care because we're gonna zero it now.
Oh, you don't need that.
Yeah, I don't care what it was before. Already zero. Yeah, you're zeroing it anyway. Now, put your 50 in there and you guys can't do it until it's done. Because
I guess I'll just do it now.
yeah, but you can recount. You can hear it. Zero. It's not the same. By the way, you have 20 minutes to get the rest of the last.
Different ways to get the same one.
I'll do that one.
Hey,
Maria, bro, I swear.
hey, come again.
Wait, I have to Dude, you were.
I counted 50.
Stop.
And you didn't put all 50 in the container.
Stop doing that because I'm not gonna know how many I have. You already missed me.
I know, they're a great group to work together.
No,
They're right there. Oh.
Yeah. So you're okay just messing up somebody's life. That's fine. Get your stuff back and move on to the next topic.
Trying, but
The marbles are open.
What is
What do you guys have? to finish at the station?
Two more things.
The average mass of 50.
So you don't have 50 counted out? Maybe you can help us start counting out 50. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. You can do that after. Go to another station and start on something. We can do these calculations afterwards. Okay? So let's make sure we get everything collected. Then tomorrow we can always take and do more with numbers. Well, I don't know, but here's what I'm saying. Instead of working through everything, let's get all this stuff collected. Then maybe you'll be able to get everything done with your calculations. Okay? And the other thing is when you do the calculation, when you do one and then another and another and then another, it won't take a bit longer than trying to figure it out each time. So washers are there, you can go to this station here, the thumbtacks are open, you can go to that station there.
Special
Okay, take your thing off of there. Okay, instead of doing it that way, it's a lot easier if you come in this way.
Dr. Lloyd?
Yeah, you're done with that. So it's 0. Okay, nothing's touching anywhere, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is what I mean. And now let's take these. Just make sure all in one spot. Let's make it so they can't move around on the balance. Now you're number 6. But when they can move around, they can move it in the bag. It's gonna throw off the mass. Not good. Now, did you do your 50? Okay. Well, you can do that afterwards. Go to a different station. You can go work on the subtext. That one you can't have 2 groups in. That one you can.
Literally a dummy. 5, 4, 5, 5. Bro,
Again, ladies and gentlemen, the most important thing is that you get your stuff collected. We can do calculations later. Okay? The lab isn't due till tomorrow, so we can do calculations in class tomorrow. But let's get our masses collected. Let's make our observations. Let's get that stuff done so that way you have everything finished that you need. No, you can do that right now. Do that now before you leave the station. That way you don't have to come back. Sometimes does make this thing jump around. This is pretty sensitive, so yeah, it's gonna take a lot for that to happen. No, it doesn't necessarily mean that, but I'm just saying, it's not a good idea when you're working with a balance to do this on the table because sometimes the choice will move around. Okay?
What station do we go to now?
Whatever one is open that you need.
They're full all of them.
Okay, then you gotta wait a minute. There you go, they're leaving right over there. Go to that one.
Yeah. You know how to?
0.
Oh, 0.3, 5, 8. Oh, wait. 4. Keep going down.
Yes.
What's up,
Y'all need
Here's
it?
what I see a problem. I see it leaning against the front glass, and then probably it's going to give you a very good mass. So if we do this,
Alright, count 50. Look, do that. Are you? Count it. I'm gonna put in your count. No.
just slip it in the boat.
What point is one?
I need to see the whole picture, and then hopefully you'll see 1, 2, 6, 8. So like I said, for right now, collect your numbers, you don't even have to calculate it. You wanna just get everything done. You can always do those things all at once, but you gotta get observations, the mass of 50 and the mass of the bag done first. Okay? After that, everything else we can do without being in the lab. Marbles are open too. Oh, you already did it? Okay.
I already did. So they're in there. In there.
Help her count if you're that bored.
She won't let me.
58, not 50. I said 58. 129.
Yes.
I got two passes.
Okay, we'll get them to him. Thank you.
There you go.
Alright. If you're that tired, just go sit down and I'll leave by. By laying there on your back.
Did I not just help?
I hope you did.
Did I not just help?
Yep. I'll go to that.
I said get it.
The only thing you have to get done is your mass of 50. What do you need? Alright, nails are open. So the other half of that. Keep an eye on marbles. Marbles is the one that may mess you up because that's the only one group we work at. What do you guys need?
Brother, average method of that is not really
What do you need?
Let me see it now. Let me see. I want those. I want those.
So now you have to get up. You have to make your observations. Mass out 50, mass out 50. The rest of the stuff. That's what you have. And you still have about 17 minutes. Sure you got them all? Well, you can divide them later. You don't have to do it. What was your mass of this bag?
Oh my goodness.
Add a marble to this. This is now 260, 131.
We wanted to do the tennis. And then you. No, what you do? I'm going to do that film.
Sure they were in here before.
No, we didn't. Pero ese no.
What's the thing? What's the thing? Keep from.
So how many of them you want to
Fuck, I'm falling.
That was 6. 5, 8.
Did he zero it up?
That's why we have to make sure we don't do that.
Oh, that's cheating.
The paper clips are right there. There's 0 there. No,
That's not even 50.
nope. Or no, that's not even 50.
That shit is
Okay, now get it calculated and start doing some calculation while you're waiting.
How is it cheaper? Wait, it's cheaper.
There you go. See what happens? Good things come to those who wait.
Yes, sir. For that.
I have no idea how many marbles I have there. Now,
What's your brand?
what I would do, since you're the only group here, I would put this on here and I would 0. And then if you count them, put them in here, so then you can just put that on.
That's true, but I don't want to mess up my calculation.
Now, bro.
Put my phone on my desk, sign out. Come on, stop.
You're not gonna bless me. You're gonna bless me. I know I got the thumb thing and more. Where?
Now, how many sides do these have?
Why not? Where'd she go?
Alpha 8-7. Yes, it's an alpha 8. Nine 14.
They're waiting. I think in the way stations,
This one down.
Okay, well, I would wait for this one since someone already waiting for that one. Hey. One group at a time there, and they're waiting next. You guys gotta hang out and relax. You can take and you can start doing your calculations and things while you're waiting. So grab a calculator. Okay, guys, come on. Okay, can you put the other ones in the other container so that they don't go wandering around all over the place? Thank you. Yes. Leave your phone on my desk, sign out and go. While you're waiting, you can say any observations. It won't take you so long when you're here. Thank you, Virginia. That would work. Well, you're gonna have to hang on. Because there's people waiting in line. Did you zero that before you put them on there? Push pins, staples, anything like that. Okay, so now you should be able to take all your numbers and get all your calculations. So take all of yours and get your calculations done. Now that you guys have it so that you have all of your information, get your calculations.
What was the last for the marble?
You could get the bag and ask questions.
Where was that?
What are you doing? What is the opposite?
You sure it's 50? You dropped everyone?
Right here.
You pick all the ones on the floor?
Here you go.
You sure?
Randy Dandy knew that. You're gonna both teach. Either one will work.
Hell yeah. You Sure, that's 50. All these in for the system.
Please, thank you.
You did it wrong.
This thing.
Bro, first of all, you didn't even. You still need your average mass, bro. You still need your average mass.
Why don't highlight it green? Why don't highlight it green?
Thank you, Calvin.
Can you just say it?
How do we find them?
Just copy it down. Who's the this one?
No, the mass is sample. The other stuff, you gotta put the table out.
That's why you gotta divide this. Yes, that's right.
I got the marble.
I think that's really cool.
Hey, he's talking about shit. Is that what one of her was? That's me.
It says right here.
Okay. I'm hearing it. It's okay.
Okay, but after school, you only get about 45 minutes. So as long as that's enough time, that's
It really does.
Down. Oh.
Mr. Brad,
yes.
bring it to house.
Sure.
Bro.
We're filling this out.
You're gonna take the number on top minus the one on the bottom. Yep. Now, is that just the calculator you're using over there at that station?
No, but I'll use it.
Okay, thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh, what is that? Hey, it's just this me that I need.
It's because I was waiting for him to get up the crib.
Tell him actually it works. It's actually it works. I swear. I swear.
But I was really lying or it was cleaning out. What did you do? I accidentally did it. Because I guess I got so then he did.
What were you even? What was your pasta? What was that? Yes. What?
It's the same thing. 0.0.
What do we got that we subtract?
Okay, so now, let me see where you're at.
So it's these boxes here. These right here. This table. You take all of these numbers divided by 50. These numbers here, I have to put go in these boxes. Then once you get done with them,
I said it on DK.
That's what you want to like.
You have to put the average method on the. Huh?
Put my calculators back in the box, please.
Yeah, I said I was gonna do.
Oh, yeah. Somebody still have a calculator out?
No, they're all in there.
No, they're not.
I returned.
Somebody's, thank you. See, there we go. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Have a good rest of your day.
I'm gonna try.
Don't play, bro. Me too, bro. She don't play.
What's shape on it? 2 months. I was there for 2 months, then I quit. I'm not gonna get time to quit. Cause I'm bad at it. No, fuck all that.
CRCM, please report to student services.